patuloy na nagbibigay serbisyo, pag-asa at saya. GMA Regional TV, kapuso ng bawat Pilipino. This is GMA Regional TV Weekend News.
Good evening. This is your GMA Regional TV Weekend News. The biggest, the latest as local news matters. Luan Merondina.
Alan Domingo.
Cecil Kibod Castro broadcasting live from GMA Complex in Cebu.
And this evening, we will also be joined by our counterparts from different regions. Rain Palino from GMA RTV Bicol. Nico Sereno from GMA RTV Balitang Bisdak.
As well as Argel Relator from GMA RTV 1 Mindanao.
Mylan, we have a very full and very informative lineup tonight. The biggest and the latest from the regions, together with King Guevara from GMA RTV Balitang Amianan and Adrian Prietos from GMA RTV 1 Western Visayas.
For today's headlines. COVID-19 cases in the country still increasing. Highest heat index felt poses danger to health, crops, and water supply. PUJ drivers get creative in practicing physical distancing under the new normal. And amid the coronavirus pandemic, the sacrifices that mothers make for their children and family.
This is GMA Regional TV Weekend News.
As of the latest update from the Department of Health, the country has now 10,610 confirmed COVID-19 cases. Death toll is at 704, while 1,842 have recovered. Nico Sereno of GMA Regional TV Balitang Bisdak will give us the live update. Nico?
The number of COVID positives in the country continues to rise, with several regions noting steady increases the past days. 147 new COVID-19 positive cases were recorded in the Philippines today, bringing a total of 10,610 confirmed cases. There are 108 new recoveries nationwide, now at 1,842. Meanwhile, 8 new mortalities were recorded, bringing the death toll to 704. Despite the increasing number of COVID-19 recoveries, the number of Filipinos infected with the virus continues to increase. In North Central Luzon, there are 504 COVID-19 confirmed cases with 61 deaths and 217 recoveries. According to the latest report from the DOH Center for Health Development, Region 1 has 60 confirmed cases. Since April 27, the number of cases in the region has been stable and has not increased since. The province also started its mass testing last Monday. Meanwhile, Region 3 or Central Luzon now has 402 COVID-19 cases. 42 confirmed cases are recorded in the Cordillera region. As of May 8, Bicol region has recorded 50 positive COVID-19 cases, 35 recoveries, and 4 deaths. 41 are from Albay, 8 in Camarines Sur, and 1 in Catanduanes. The provinces of Camarines Norte, Masbate, and Sorsogon remained COVID-19 free. The 50th confirmed case of COVID-19 in Bicol region is a 64-year-old Filipino female from Daraga, Albay. She's the 15th health worker and the second physician to test positive for COVID-19 in the region. She is currently admitted at the Bicol Regional Training and Teaching Hospital. DOH Region 7 reports 30 new COVID-19 positive cases in Cebu as of May 8, with a total of 1,641 COVID-19 cases, 19 deaths, and 31 recoveries in the region. The COVID-19 cases included repatriated OFWs and 3 health workers. Cebu City posted the highest total of COVID-19 positive cases at 1,435, Lapu-Lapu City with 47, Mandaue has 95, Cebu Province has 39 cases. There are no new cases in the other provinces in the region. Negros Oriental still has 4, Bohol has 1, and still no reported case in Siquijor. As of May 8, according to the Department of Health, Center for Health Development Region 6, the number of confirmed COVID-19 cases in Western Visayas is at 92 with 36 recoveries and 10 deaths. OFW repatriates in the region register the highest number of cases at 23, followed by the province of Iloilo at 18. Iloilo City has 15 confirmed cases, Antique 14, Bacolod City with 9, Aklan 6, Capiz 5, Negros Occidental has 2 positive cases, while all 6 cases of the province of Aklan have already recovered. The province of Guimaras remains COVID-free. Meanwhile, the region has recorded its youngest COVID-19 positive case. Western Visayas patient number 75 is a 3-year-old female from Pandan, Antique. In Mindanao, a total of 284 confirmed cases were reported. The death toll is now at 36, while 131 have recovered. Davao region has recorded the youngest confirmed case this week, a 6-day-old baby girl from Bunawan District, Davao City. Health authorities are still identifying the baby's exposure to the virus. Months after being COVID-free, the province of Davao Occidental records its first confirmed case, a 65-year-old female from Malita who died last Monday. As of May 8, Davao region has recorded a total of 170 confirmed COVID-19 cases, 21 deaths, and 96 recoveries. In northern Mindanao, confirmed cases rose to 18, while the number of deaths is at 7 and 6 have already recovered. Meanwhile, Zamboanga Peninsula's confirmed COVID-19 cases jumped from 19 last May 1 to a high 65 2 days later after 46 inmates from Zamboanga City Jail turned positive for COVID-19. As of May 8, there are 66 confirmed cases in the region. The death toll is now at 3 with 7 recoveries. In Socsargen, no new confirmed cases were recorded from last week as the figures remain at 16 confirmed cases, 1 death, and 14 recoveries. Caraga recorded no new cases. To date, Caraga has 3 confirmed cases and 1 recovery. In Barm, there are a total of 11 confirmed COVID-19 cases and 4 deaths, while 7 have already recovered. Despite the increase of cases, several areas have already started mass testing as a way to map out definitive strategies in order to control the virus's transmission.
Thank you, Nico Sereno.
Many who were stranded in the onset of the ECQ were finally able to return home via sweeper flights, while GCQ guidelines in many areas have caused problems among commuters. These and more from Argel Relator of RTV1 Mindanao Live. Argel.
Yes, Cecil, most areas in Mindanao have already been placed under the general community quarantine, but not all are happy, except perhaps the passengers of the super flights who have already returned home. Some establishments have reopened in Cotabato City, while Zamboanga City is still under the ECQ. Real estate agent Colleen Tamayo arrived in Davao City International Airport hours ahead of the scheduled sweeper flight bound for Clark International Airport in Pampanga. She was told the night before by the Davao LGU that she is among the 50 passengers to board the flight.
Nag-book lang ako ng Airbnb.
Tapos yung gastos na wala
Oh yes, oo. Kaya nga okay na makauwi na ako ngayon. Ay, syempre masaya ako, na-miss ko na yung family ko.
Prior to her flight, 162 returning passengers, mostly repatriated overseas Filipino workers, arrived in Davao via a sweeper flight from Clark. 42 of them were transported to their different provinces in the region, while the other 120 were sent home via public utility jeepneys provided by the city government of Davao.
Parang immigration's area natin, we turned it into an RDT testing area. So pagdating nila dyan, itetest sila and they have to wait for the results.
In General Santos City, workers had to walk over a kilometer to reach their destination, even after the implementation of GCQ in the city. The city's clustering system made it hard for them to cross cluster boundaries since tricycles are prohibited to enter to other clusters. Fares also increased as only a limited number of passengers are allowed inside a tricycle. And as malls in the city resumed operations, mall management still imposed strict health protocols among shoppers, such as the routine checking of temperatures and sanitation of hands upon entry to the mall. Meanwhile, in Cotabato City, after almost 2 months of closure, stalls in the barter area also went back to normal operation. Stall owners displayed Muslim apparel in time for the observance of the Ramadan.
Mas mabinta talaga pag Ramadan. Kailangan talaga kasi yung mga tandong, tulad ng mga yung sinusuot na mga panlalaki na mga kimon, so need talaga pag Ramadan.
In Sinsuat Avenue, a barbershop reopened, but fewer barbers. Other workers had a hard time entering the city due to strict border controls.
Kahit pa paano, nakakabili rin ng mga gulay, isda. Importante kumikita mga 300.
Zamboanga City has extended its enhanced community quarantine until May 15. This was after the city recorded a spike in its COVID-19 confirmed cases due to the outbreak inside the Zamboanga City Jail. The National Task Force COVID-19 also visited the 3 laboratories in the city to assess its capability for COVID-19 testing. These laboratories will soon run the testing of the samples collected from Zamboanga Peninsula and BARMM regions.
Nagpadala ulit tayo ng another C295, yung more or less na 46 boxes ng RITM para ma-operationalize yung Department of Agriculture Laboratory, na doon po nilagay yung laboratory po ng ating mahal na Secretary Duque. Baka maging operational na po yun within the month.
Cecil, today the city government of Davao announced that 1 passenger of the May 6 Manila-Davao sweeper flight have tested positive for the coronavirus disease. The LGU Davao reminds all passengers of the May 6 sweeper flight from Manila to ensure that they are following the health protocols set by the Department of Health. Cecil.
Thank you, Argil Relator.
In Cebu, people trooped to areas where the cash assistance under the Social Amelioration Program were distributed, while 3 barangay captains in Davao region are under investigations. The details in this report. In Barangay Giso, Mandawi City, the line of SAP beneficiaries was long, but officials made sure that residents strictly follow social distancing. In the distribution area, the no-contact policy was implemented. Hands were disinfected. The claimant's ID is placed in a basket, and the cash assistance was also placed in the same basket.
Aron walay contact sir, walay contact. Oh, nagdakog alcohol, basket, nag-gloves mo da. Face shield. Dili. Silalay mo punit.
In Barangay Tipolo, recipients flocked to the compound of the Cebu International Convention Center to claim their cash assistance. Social distancing was also strictly followed. Many, however, questioned why they were not included in the list of SAP beneficiaries. The distribution of the social amelioration subsidy in Barangay Basak, Lapu-Lapu City was almost discontinued. This after chaos erupted at the onset of the distribution. Lapu-Lapu City Mayor Ahong Chan had to intervene to bring order and for the distribution to continue. Yesterday, the mayor called his office a social worker after receiving a complaint that 5 of her family members and the girlfriend of her son were included in the list of SAP beneficiaries.
Nataghapan lang gini nga silang unlo mo natagaan nang hatag ta ngadto sa subdivision.
Mo to ako kanang nasa subdivision PWD iyang anak mayor.
In Barangay Kansong, Talisay City, a pregnant woman aired her frustration after lining up for several hours to get the 6,000 subsidy.
Tawagan rin ako pero wala man. Gamito naman ako sinsimana naman ko mga anak. Ang ako kakanan, kapoy na ko sa kalakaw. Kay buntis mga anak na ko sinsimana. Ngora ko kay kapoy kayo. Huwag ko nakuha. Ako lang dyan kapoy. Yan lang dyan kuklakaw ba? Ngora dyan na.
In Cebu City, the inclusion of a 2-year-old child in the list of sub-beneficiaries raised questions, especially on the claims of social workers that the list was based on their 2015 community-based monitoring. The parents of the child were disqualified during the validation process. In Davao Region, the ALG-11 Regional Director Alex Roldan said that his office received 30 corruption and mismanagement complaints against barangay officials in the region. This was due to the alleged anomalies in the list of beneficiaries in the respective barangays. 3 of these barangay officials whose names were not disclosed are now under investigation after some evidence against them were presented. I'm Alan Domingo for GMA Regional TV.
The number of repatriated overseas Filipino workers in Western Visayas who tested positive of COVID-19 increased. Adrian Prietos of GMA Regional TV 1 Western Visayas has the details. Live, Adrian.
Yes, Mai, as of the latest data from the Department of Health Region 6, 23 repatriated overseas Filipino workers in the region were tested positive of COVID-19. The Regional Interagency Task Force has become more cautious in allowing repatriated OFWs to return home. This after 23 repatriated OFWs tested positive for the virus. 7 are from Iloilo City. The province of Iloilo and Negros Occidental has 4 each. 3 from the province of Antique, 2 from Guimaras, while Bicol City has 2 and 1 from Aklan. Most of these cases were part of the 226 stranded OFWs in Manila who disembarked in Bacolod Port last April 28 and at Fort San Pedro in Iloilo City on April 29. President Rodrigo Duterte recently called the attention of Iloilo City Mayor Jerry Treñas to allow the OFWs to return home after the local government unit refused to accept the returning OFWs.
I heard also, I'm sure, sa city of Iloilo, hindi ninyo tinanggap yung mga OFW. Sir, Mayor, nakikiusap ako sa inyo na sundin lang ninyo yung guidelines. I will operate through the DILG. Kasi it's either sumunod kayo or I will impose it on you.
However, Mayor Treñas clarified that he did not reject the OFWs. He was only making sure that protocols are followed and properly coordinated.
What we wanted is only coordination sa OWA, paabot diri, dawgin pabayaan man lang nila dito.
The Western Visayas Regional Development Council chairperson and the governor of the province of Antique also asked the Overseas Workers Welfare Administration to make sure that only those who tested negative will be allowed to return home and that the LGUs are given ample time to prepare their isolation facilities and transportation support before allowing them to return to the provinces.
Imbis nga gabulik sila para nga i-stop ang prevention ng COVID, sila na lang kapadala sa mga seafarers cargo OFWs nga hindi sila sigurado kung limpyo.
OWA, on the other hand, assured that protocols will be followed before allowing the OFWs to return to their respective provinces.
For the past few days, for 4 days, puro lang kita meeting, coordination with also other LGUs as well as ang aton nga members of the task force, as we have also we don't want na ang the same case matabo.
In Cebu, 17 of the 220 OFWs who were repatriated last April 27 tested positive of COVID-19, while in Bicol, not one of the 48 repatriated OFWs tested positive. Adding to that, today a total of 41 overseas Filipino workers disembarked in Bacolod City and in Iloilo City. Out of 41, 25 are residents of Iloilo Province, 10 from Iloilo City, 5 from Guimaras, and 1 from the province of Negros Occidental. They were fetched by their respective LGUs and will be placed under quarantine facilities. Back to you, Mai.
Thank you, Adrian Prietos.
This is GMA Regional TV Weekend News. This is GMA Regional TV Weekend News.
Most provinces in Bicol region are now starting to go back to their normal life after the enhanced community quarantine was lifted 2 weeks ago. But movements are still limited. GMA RTV's Rain Palino has this report live. Rain.
Alan, as of today, provinces of Camarines Sur, Camarines Norte, Catanduanes, Masbate, and Sorsogon are on its second week of general community quarantine, while Albay remain under ECQ. Last May 6, Naga City started its rapid mass testing at a quarantine facility in Barangay Pacol. Other frontliners, including those from the 27 barangays of Naga City, will also have their own schedule. According to Mayor Nelson Legacion, they will include other persons as may be advised by their medical team. Aside from quarantine and border passes, the local government of Naga also issued border work passes for non-residents working in authorized establishments within the city and to residents of Naga City working in establishments authorized to operate in the municipalities and cities of Camarines provinces. Meanwhile, on Wednesday, PNR Bicol commuter train service resumed its operation from Naga City to Sipocot, Camarines Sur, and vice versa. Following the health and safety protocols, passengers' temperatures are taken upon entry. Only passengers aged 21 to 59 years old, except pregnant women, are allowed given that they have valid passes. In compliance with social distancing measures, the train's capacity was reduced from 450 to 106 passengers, with 66 allowable seats and 40 allowable standing slots. According to Antonio Bare Jr., OIC Division Manager of PNR, there are 11 stations from Naga City to Sipocot. However, only a maximum of 10 passengers per station is allowed.
Igwang nagpirit na magsakay maski sinabihan na da isin da pinaluwas digdi sa iyo. Alangan man kayang itulod mo yan na kuyan kung mahulog, kuyan kita. Anong apod kayan? Maximum tolerance.
Sa kuya ma'am, okay lang ta mas madali, mayong traffic. Nagkakamotor ako pero hassle kaya ma'am sa highway.
Mabalik na pupunta kami sa trabaho, ma'am. Kaya lang, sa ano kami nagtrabaho sa Iriga.
Alan, provinces in Bicol region continue with their proactive measures such as border control and disinfection. The public is advised to continue to observe strict home quarantine to limit the increasing number of COVID-19 cases. Alan?
Thank you, Rain Palino.
While under the enhanced community quarantine, devotees in Davao City hold their traditional Flores de Mayo online, while an LGBTQ group in Antique organized a virtual beauty pageant. Daryl Sarmiento of GMA RTV's One Western Visayas has more.
The months of April and May are traditionally fiesta and festivals months in the Philippines, with local beauty pageants that showcase aspiring beauty queens. However, since public gatherings and social events like beauty pageants are banned under the enhanced community quarantine, an LGBTQ group in Tobias Fournier, Antique Province organized a virtual beauty pageant. 12 contestants vied for the coveted title of Linay Kang Quarantina 2020.
I'm Princess Riva Wang Chivari, 90, proud and honored to represent Thailand.
Standing in front of you, I'm R.A. Vergara Manyoso from Barangay. Sorry, Barangay Pasensya.
The organizers say they're following the protocols under the enhanced community quarantine since all contestants joined by sending their videos online.
Ini nga online kay pageant, wala sang violate sa social distancing nga ginatawag kay bangod ang mga kandidata nag-shoot sang ila nga mga categories sa ila lugar kung sa diin malayo sa mga tao kag sa iban nga mga panimalay. Kay tungod gusto namon nga makahatag sang entertainment sa mga tao.
And just like regular beauty pageants, contestants are judged on different categories such as festival costume, casual wear, swimsuit, and long gown competition. Apart from their goal to entertain online viewers and showcase the talents and skills of the contestants, each finalist is encouraged to give back to the community after the virtual pageant. A virtual judging will also be held soon to determine who will be crowned Linay kang Kwarantina. In Davao City, the enhanced community quarantine did not prevent some devotees in Dream Village, Barangay Panacan from holding their traditional Flores de Mayo. They took to social media for the observance of the religious event. Nida Christmas of San Miguel Parish placed an altar outside her house, and together with her grandchildren, they offered prayers, songs, and flowers to Mother Mary.
Anong gi-online nako? Para makita sa tanan nga dili mahimong hadlang ang ato ang kahimtang karong panahona ang atong pagtuog pagsalig ngadto sa Dios. Pwede nato buhaton sa tagsa-tagsa nato kapanimalay.
Nita said she wants to keep the tradition alive since social media is popular and to teach young children the importance of Flores de Mayo. Daryl Marie Sarmiento for GMA Regional TV.
The Department of Health warns the public to take precautionary measures due to highest heat index felt in some areas in Luzon. This also affects the crops and water supply. These and more from King Guevara of GMA RTV, Balitang Amianan. Live, King?
Cecil, extreme heat is being felt in North Central Luzon, not only affecting citizens' health but also crops and water supply as well. In Dagupan City, a heat index of 51 degrees Celsius was recorded Tuesday afternoon. Pagasa says this is the highest heat index for 2020. Health authorities warned that a heat index between 41 to 51 degrees Celsius may be dangerous to one's health.
Mataas na yun, kaya ang nakakatakot din sa mga sa possibility ng heat stroke or heat exhaustion.
Conjunctivitis or sore eyes is also a trend during this season. Health authorities say that the viral infection may worsen when exposed to the sun or extreme temperatures.
Yung lubrication po ng mata natin, natutuyo din yan. So, importante po na patuloy tayo na uminom ng tubig at linisin po yung kamay natin. Huwag natin hinahawakan ang mga mata natin.
Meanwhile, despite the heat, the level of San Roque Dam is still sufficient to provide enough water supply to irrigation canals in Pangasinan. However, authorities warn that if temperatures continue to rise, the water level might dry up.
Pero posible po na magbago or bumaba, depende nga lang po sa init. Sa ngayong datos po na meron tayo, ang meron pa lang po ay yun po, nasa rule curve po siya.
In Abra, wells are now drying up due to extreme heat. Residents are struggling in sourcing water for their daily needs.
Kunti na lang ang tubig sa amin. Wala nang makukuha dito sa sa balon namin.
This is also the scene in Lawag City, where residents have source of water outside the city. Because wells have dried up, residents have to use water pumps and travel some distance to fetch water. In Pangasinan, crops are dying because of lack of rainfall and heat stress. Because of this, some vendors have to sell vegetables at lower prices, while other farmers just give out their harvests for free. Meanwhile,
The Dagupan Electric Cooperative or DECCORP experienced a significant reduction in power demand during the enhanced community quarantine. This is due to the temporary closure of the peak loader or the establishment which uses maximum electrical power. DECCORP assured that there is still an excess power supply despite the high demand this summer season.
Mula nung lockdown kasi o nung quarantine, tumigil yung aming mga preventive maintenance namin. Nag-skeleton workforce kami.
Cecil, according to Pag-asa, the extreme heat in North Central Luzon is experienced because of the ridge of high pressure, and according to the authority, everyone is advised to take precaution. Cecil, just to give you an update, as of 2 p.m. today, Pag-asa recorded 46 degrees Celsius heat index here in Dagupan City. Cecil.
Thank you for your update, King Guevara.
This is GMA Regional TV Weekend News. This is GMA Regional TV Weekend News.
In Cagayan de Oro City, public utility jeepney drivers are getting creative in adapting to the new normal. We have more from Cyril Chavez of GMA RTV1 Mindanao.
Jeepney drivers in Cagayan de Oro City are busy adapting to the new guidelines after the city has been placed under general community quarantine. One of this is how to practice physical distancing inside their jeepneys as mandated by health authorities and by the LTFRB. This jeepney driver had something innovative in mind. Plying the RD Gusa Kugman Kogon route, he decided to make an honesty jeepney out of his unit by installing fare collection boxes on the seats. This way, a passenger no longer needs to ask another passenger to pass his or her fare to the driver, which could lead to possible contamination. The boxes will also allow passengers to avoid sitting next to each other, facilitating the observance of physical distancing. The driver also encourages his passengers to give the exact fare. When there is no need to give coins as change, contact and possible contamination is avoided. Meanwhile, another PUJ, plying the Kanituan Kugon route, installed barriers and curtains to protect his passengers from the possibility of being infected. These initiatives were lauded by the LTFRB Region 10, saying it is an effective way to protect people from contracting COVID-19.
Mga operator sa public utility vehicle, no, labi na kining PUJ nga ado na natay mga initiative, no, ado na tay mga effort lugar sa atong mga driver nga himo nila nga ang duha ka pasahero di gyud magdikit. No?
LTFRB 10 said that a possible fare price hike will be implemented next week, since PUJs are now only allowed to pick up half of their passenger capacity. From the regular 8 pesos fare, it will increase to 9 pesos, and the additional 1 pesos and 40 centavos fare per kilometer will increase to 1 pesos and 50 centavos per kilometer.
Kay atong i-revise ang tanang mga ruta nato din sa Cagayan de Oro City, Region 10, kay i-reduce naman ang pasahero, so i-reduce po ang atong mga number of units, at the same time na ay adjustment sa taripa.
Together with cameraman James Yap, I am Cyril Chavez for GMA Regional TV.
Tomorrow is Mother's Day. Let us see how some mothers express their love to their children in these trying times. Kim Bandarlipe has this report.
To see your child grow must surely be the most beautiful sight for a mother. But for Geraldine Orlina, a blind mother of 5 in Mangaldan, Pangasinan, she could only imagine how wonderful her children might look like. She lost her sight due to retinal detachment after she gave birth to one of her children.
Siyempre pag susuko ako, kawawa yung mga anak ko. Yun ang iniisip ko, yung mga anak ko. Pag sumuko ako. Kaya laban lang, sabi ko. Total mata lang naman. Kaya ko pa, sabi ko.
For Geraldine, her children are the source of her strength. With the help of her husband, she gets by in her daily task as a mother.
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
Kahit ganyan ka, kahit bulag ka, sana bumalik yung paningin mo.
basta na andito lang ako.
In Davao City, Deverlyn Santander, a mother of two who is also a businesswoman, extended a helping hand to her employees who lost their jobs after her family business closed due to COVID-19. Most of her employees have been with her since the start of her decades-long hito or catfish restaurant in Los Amigos, Tugbok District, Davao City. To help her former employees, Mother Deverlyn taught them how to make delicacies. Together, they would sell these homemade delicacies and divide the income between the employees.
Nagbuhat ko uso man balanghoy para maging productive ang akong adlaw during quarantine days. Ug makatabang ko sa akong mga tao.
In Cebu, wanting to give her 3 kids a better life, Rosemary Cabahit worked different jobs before she became a policewoman for 3 years now. Her kids aged 9 and 6 years old and the youngest 5 months old are presently under the care of her parents in Oslob town. Patrolwoman Cabahit is assigned in Alcoy Police Station while her husband Patrolman Herbert Cabahig is assigned in Mandawi City Police Office.
Kita maminaw lang kay kami nasa mi pamilya. Gipamingaw na jud intaw mi sa among mga anak. Ganahan ako, labi na nako nga inahan.
Even as a policewoman, Cabahit is still a mother who tries her best to let her children feel her love for them.
Kani akong tanang sakripisyo para nila para matagal sila og maayong ugma. I love you, Ate Nicole, Nisha, and Arbel. I love you, Mommy. Happy Mother's Day.
In Iloilo City, Police Senior Staff Sergeant Robilyn Camano was torn between her job and her duty as a mother. Because of being a frontliner, her interaction with her child is now limited. Staff Sergeant Camano's wish this Mother's Day is for the pandemic to end so she could come home to her family.
Siyempre budlay kag kasakit sa part. Kasi siyempre before naanad ka ba lang nga pag-abot mo masinggit ang bata mo. Mama, mahag sa dayon. Pero subong masinggit siya, mama, mama ko, dali lang gid baby, wait lang gid, mga alcohol lang si mami. Kahit syempre, daw kasakit man guro sa parts ng bata, bala nga mag-hug sa imo, tapos daw hindi mo bala siya bala pag i-hug man.
In Bacolod City, despite the difficulties of raising her 13 children under the bridge, 42-year-old Michelle is optimistic that someday their life will change for the better. Michelle did not finish high school, so she is making ends meet by selling sand that she gets along the river. For her kids, Michelle's strength is worth emulating.
Isiling ko, mga untat lang na ang pamata ko kung wala na ko si Milya. Amo na iti dason sa kaloy sang mabuhi ko man akong kabataan sa pangwalang kami balas.
I am Kim Bandarlipe for GMA Regional TV.
And that was Kim Bandarlipe of Balitang Amianan. And we would like to thank everyone from around the Philippines as well as our kapuso abroad for watching our episode.
You can watch this episode and more relevant and latest news on GMA Regional TV's official website, www.gmaregionaltv.com. You may also visit our official YouTube channel, GMA Regional TV, and click the subscribe button to get the hottest news from the regions.
Thank you for joining us, and from all of us here in Central and Eastern Visayas.
This has been GMA Regional TV Weekend News, where local news matter. Happy weekend, mga kapuso. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, and of course,
stay at home.
Stay home and stay safe.